Hello guys and welcome back. So in this particular video I'm going to be showing you how to do the Minotaur Rush but with Hades rather than Zeus. So this is the Hades Minotaur Rush Build Order. It does include the Vaults of Erebus at probably around 3 minutes we click that. So we do get that before we advance to the Classical Age. But let's dive in and have a look at the build. Okay, so for the Hades Minotaur Rush Build Order, we're going to send our, 3 of our starting villagers onto the food and 1 over to gold, and the next new villagers come out is going to go over to gold as well. And then we're going to add 2 onto the wood, so that'll give us sort of 3, 2 and 2 to start off with. Do use your Sentinel God Power, just get your base protected in case there's any early harassment. But this particular build order plays out pretty much the same as the Zeus version. I was using 6 minutes and 30 seconds as a bit of a benchmark for things as when I was doing the comparison, just making sure I've got similar units, so we've achieved everything we need to at the same sort of times and whatever, and we do manage to achieve that, so it should work out very similar to the Zeus version. We are going for hoplites with this one as well rather than the Toxotes. I'm probably going to do a separate build order for doing this with Toxotes, just because it will be a little bit different. But once you've got the 2 on wood, we're going to send another 3 villagers over to food, so that'll give us 6 on food, 2 on gold and 2 on wood before we do anything else. So yeah, I think I'll be interested to see what it's like with the Toxotes. The reason why I went for the hoplites is because they're obviously much better at ripping down buildings than the Toxotes are. Because this type of build, it needs to be aggressive. You want to be ending the game pretty quickly, which it does involve just tearing down buildings. So when you're at about 1 minute 30, maybe even just a bit before, you should be able to place your town centre temple. We're going to do that with both gold villagers, and once you've got the 6 on food, we're going to send 1 more over to wood with a house. So that's just what we're doing now. Get that house down, then go to wood, and then the next new villager will come out and go to the temple as well. So we'll end up with 3 on the temple, 3 on wood and 6 on food at that point when we're at 13 population. And then now we're just going to send another 4 over to food, which will put us up to 17 population. And then we'll finish off with 1 more just going over to the temple, but it should work out rather nicely. We are going for the Vaults of Erebus, so at around 3 minutes we should be able to research that. As you can see, that's pretty much the whole point of us having people gather in favour, because that costs 200 wood and 15 favour. At the minute we've got 9 favour and 110 wood, 130 wood in the bank, if you like, so should be able to get that pretty soon, but it'll be around 3 minutes ish, so just keep your eye on that. If you don't know what that is, it's a research technology that's done in the storehouse. It gives you a gold trickle of 2 gold per minute, which works out about, well, it's just over more than 2 villages, almost 2.5, which is huge, to be fair. So yeah, I've just clicked that now, got that on its way. Final villager to come out is just going to go to the temple. So we're going up with 18 population, and we have gone up with Athena. So Athena is the one that gives us our lovely Minotaurs. Once you've clicked up, we're going to send 4 from food over to gold and 1 over to wood. So we'll have 5 on food, 4 on gold, 4 on wood, and 4 at the temple. So 5, 4, 4, 4. And then what I'm going to do, this is probably not advisable normally, but because we're not really playing for the long game here, we want to end the game pretty quickly, I'm just going to send all the sheep over to be gathered once the hunts run out, rather than letting them build up that meaty goodness, because we don't really want to be putting any granaries down at the minute, because we've still got another 250 wood that we need to save for the Bull Minotaur upgrade, which is quite expensive. We've got Ajax on the way up. And then as you're about to reach the Classical Age, send a wood builder to build a house. Once that's done, make a barracks and then another house. As soon as you've got there as well, you should be able to make another Minotaur. And your first villager to come out in the Classical Age is going to go over to wood. That's just going to help us get that 250 wood that we need, because we are going to still need to build houses and various other things as we go. So now we've got that, we're going to send villagers over to food. We're going to go for 4 initially. You might want to add some more on later on. And then once we've added 4 onto there, giving us 9 on food, we'll send 1 to the temple. And then pretty much after that, it's just do what you feel is best. You will want to add a few more onto gold probably, just so you can keep maintaining the Minotaur production. But once you've got the barracks up, you can start making hoplites from there. You want to get Achilles pretty quickly as well. Maybe get Achilles first before you start making the hoplites. I've not done that. I've made a couple of hoplites first. But that's on its way. We need to get to 250 wood. We're at 160 at the moment. We need 20 favour as well, and that's just for that bull Minotaur upgrade. But we're going to be looking at around the 6.5 minutes is the benchmark, as I mentioned before, that I tend to go for when I'm looking at this kind of build. And that's roughly the time we'll start going forward to attack. So Achilles is on his way now, just popped out. There you go, I've just sent 1 to the temple. I think at this point I send more onto food just to help maintain the hoplite production a bit more. Should have enough on food to be able to do that and villager production, but I've sent an extra 1 over to the temple. Fair enough. But yeah, I'm just about to start going forward now, so or very soon. All Minotaur upgrades on its way in. It should be in pretty soon. And then just adding more hoplites as well. There we go. And we can add another bull Minotaur. We're not done. Need to click that button. There we go. So we've got another Minotaur on the way. 630. And then we've got currently 6 hoplites, 2 heroes, and 3 bull Minotaurs. But as I say, that next Minotaur is going to come out very soon. And we should basically just go on the attack now. So if I look on revealed map, we're going to go forward and start attacking. Let me speed that up and you can see what happens. So we're against Poseidon. It is on the Titan difficulty. So we're just going to go charging in and just wreck everything basically. It does have quite a nice little army together. Bit of a mixture of troops, but does have 1 hero. If you had 2 heroes, it would probably cause us a bit of a problem maybe. But that's why we need the hoplites really, because we need them to take out the enemy heroes. And if they've got Hippias, obviously the hoplites will deal with them quite easily. But eventually you should be able to clear up. The good thing is as well, if you do lose your troops, or some of the troops, they will come back, or there is a chance that they'll come back as shades. So as you can see, we've got some shades coming in as well. We've got more Minotaurs, more hoplites, and we should be at a position where we can just continually spam troops now. You can see on the left here we've got the unit queue, we've got 3 hoplites queued up, we've got a bull Minotaur on the way, still maintaining villager production, and we're just going around pushing him off gold. We're going to start taking down buildings, and as you can see we're starting to get quite a nice mass of units. I'm going to say this is against the Titan AI, so it's not on, not one of the easiest ones, certainly not the hardest. There are another 2 difficulty levels after this, but if you see that you're starting to run low on health, use your restoration ability. Normally you want to save that until this point when you're attacking the town centre, but if you need it, you need it. But by this sort of time, this is when you want to be taking down the enemy TC. And you might actually find, because your Hades, your opponent might have just been going for a 2 TC boom, so they may not have had as much in defense as the Titan AI did here. So you might actually be able to do all of this uncontested, which would be quite nice. Because I think with you being Hades, you're less likely to be rushed because of the Sentinel God power. We'll probably be expecting you to do a little bit of 2 TC booming yourself maybe, but yeah, the reason why we're doing the bull Minotaur Rush, Hades gets extra 20% HP on their myth units, which makes it really strong. But that is it for this one, guys, so I'll leave it there. Hope you enjoyed this one. Do let me know in the comments how you get on with this one. Hopefully you find it to be quite beneficial and really strong, and I'll see you on the next one.